Hey there YouTube, this is Late Master bringing you a video review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Dragon Momoko Gundam Geminass OZX-GU01A D144 scale high grade kit from Dragon Momoko. Now this is a totally original kit from what I can tell. I don't know if it's based off of a resin kit or anything, but this is of the Gundam Geminass from the Gundam G Unit franchise. I will be showing a comparison of this with the original high grade, so wait for that. But this is the Dragon Momoko kit. Dragon Momoko is a third-party model kit maker that makes a lot of, I guess what you would call knockoff kits from Bandai. A lot of their stuff right now is master grades that are knockoffs of Bandai kits, but with different parts on it. I might get one of them in the future and do a review on it. But so far, I like it. The quality is actually not that bad. Now then, in terms of its plastic quality, it's not quite on par with Bandai, but it is still pretty good. The joints are all nice and tight. The plastic is fairly decent. Doesn't have too bad nub marks in most places. The fit is actually really good. I haven't had to glue anything. Well, that's a lie. I did have to glue the red piece on the forehead here because it kept falling off. And that V-fin is very, very sharp, so do be careful if you get this kit. If you can find it. I had to get this one off of eBay. Now then, it is molded in the correct colors of gray, blue, white, yellow, and red. Very nicely molded, I might add. With really, really good color separation. Like all the gray down here in the leg, in the back of the leg, the little bits right here on the knee, even right here, that's all picked out in color. Even on the back of the foot, on the backpack itself, these little yellow bits for the thrusters, the red right there, those are stickers, those are black stickers right there, and more black stickers in the vents right here, but the rest of it's yellow, that's a plastic. Green sticker right there. We have eye stickers, side of the head stickers for the ears, green camera sticker for the front and the back, and a couple other stickers on the accessories, but that's it for stickers. And surprisingly enough, the stickers stick pretty good. And they're not too bad. The detail and molding on this kit is really good. There are some really bad seams in some spots though, like right here in the forearm. But that's easily fixable, I suppose. And the back of the leg too, those are really bad. A little bit of flash. Not as much cleanup as I thought I'd have to do on this kit, but pretty decent. And as you saw in the unboxing, it does use the polycap sheet from the 00 line and the age line. Speaking of polycaps, let's go over this kit's articulation. Now then, it has a double ball joint at the neck, goes forward and back, tilt side to side really well. Be careful of this antenna. It will rotate all the way around unimpeded. It does have a swivel, not swivel, a hinge joint for the polycap right there. The ball joint at the shoulder. The arms will go out that far. The shoulder is separate. Bicep swivel. Be careful because this will fall apart on you. See? A double jointed elbow, but the way the armor is, you really only get that far. Ball joint for the wrist. You get a ball joint at the torso for some good movement there. Ball joint at the hips. Front skirts are molded together in a single bar, so you'd have to do a little bit of modding sort of to separate them. Side skirts are on polycap ball joints. Back skirts also on a polycap ball joint, but it's one big flapping skirt. I might end up gluing that in place because I don't like the way that it moves around. The hips are on a separate joint that can move like so, and move forward and back. It can move forward and back really well, in and out, rotate at the thigh, bend at two joints at the knee. Not a very deep bend, but it gets the job done. It's a little weird looking right here because of how thin the actual joint is, but it's not the worst in the slightest. The foot is also on a hinge joint, move forward and back, and a ball joint. I can move forward and back as well, and give it a little bit of tilt and some side-to-side motion. And that is all the articulation on the kit. And if you have the original kit from the 90s, I think it's the 90s, I can't remember. Yeah, the 90s. Then you know how much of an improvement this is over that. Now then, for this kit's accessories. On it we have the open hands, Then we have holding hands, which swap out very easily. No problems there. And on the back we have beam sabers, which peg into these really long pegs on that slot. And they will go into the hands, although I find a weird thing happening. On the hands, you have this little peg right here, which I'm thinking of cutting off. Because, I lost the piece, it's right here. When you put the beam sabers in the hand, you're supposed to put it in like that. Nice and flat. When you put this hand cover on, and it angles it because of that peg in there, and it doesn't close all the way. However, you can use that slot and lock it in place really well, but now the beam saber is sideways. And as you can see, it is a flat beam, and it comes with these really nice fluorescent pink blades. And it'll go in there all fine, but now it's a flat blade. It doesn't look right. So I'm thinking about shaving down this little raised bit right here. But it does have beam sabers. There's 2 of them on its backpack and 2 blades. It also has a beam rifle, which has no sticker or anything. Very nice looking beam rifle. I love the design of it. And that will go into the hand just fine. Come on, get in there. And now hold that with no problems. And his leg fell off. Actually, the first time that ever happened. And the hand fell apart, which is a problem with all hands that are like this, so it's not just a issue with this kit. Because it holds in actually fairly well. So he's got that. And then, okay, now the kit's deciding to disassemble itself. Put that off. He also has a very simple shield, which you can hold. Take this hand apart. You put the handguard behind the handle here, hold it in place, put the hand around it. Oof. Might help to take the handle off. This is a bit of a pain. You probably just shave off the nubs at the bottom here so I can just slide in. But that is the shield. And hold it very well. No weight issues whatsoever. It's a very neat looking shield, kind of plain looking. And if you wanted to, angle that shield up, take this off, take the gun out, take the gun, there's a slot right here, there's a peg right there, the gun will peg in right there. You can store it in the shield and send the handguard flying. Always when it's on camera. There we go. So put that back in there, and you have the gun stored now. And that's very nice. I like the storage of that gun. I'm going to leave that like that for now. Pull the arm completely off. Why do you do this? Why are you doing this? Keep yourself calm. Now then, it does come with other parts on it, because it is the Geminass. So we have new shoulder pieces, which have gold stickers with black lining right there. They are different on each side, so don't mistake which ones go where. We have some parts right here for the legs, back of the legs, with yellow bits on here, very nice. and they have black stickers in there. And we have a backpack, which has some white stickers right here, and some gold stickers for the vents in the back. It's actually a very nice backpack. It's got some articulation that goes up and down here, and rotation here. And the shoulders can open up like that to reveal thrusters, I think. Now to replace the parts on this is a bit of a harrowing journey. You have to remove the shoulders without breaking these pegs, which they are bending already, so that's all sorts of joy. You just gotta kind of wrestle them out of there very carefully. The legs are a lot easier. You just kind of slide them off. You take the new legs, slide them in. Well, not new legs, but new leg armor. Slide them in there, and it does have the red shoulder armor, so if you wanted to display it like this, you could. Not that I know anybody that would. You take the new shoulder armor, snap it on. These arms are the biggest problem. I mean, I'm just gluing them into that polycap. Okay. Okay. There we are. Oh no, now it's in Xeon mode. Okay, let's do that. And why not give it a beam saber for its weapon, since the gun is in the other spot. And I guess I'll just have it sideways, because why not? And drop it. And of course, the backpack just plugs in using these two little pegs. And there we have it. The Geminass in its armored form. I guess this is a high-speed mode of sorts, because it does add more vents and more thrusters. But it does look really good. And before I forget, I'm going to show off the old Geminass high grade from Bandai, and it is smaller. But just take a look at these shoulders. These are actually blue parts. That's all sticker. No gray in the legs. The feet aren't color separated. It's overall a much better looking kit. And if we wanted to look at the armor bits on this one, it's just as simple of a swap out. I'm only going to do half of them. Okay, that's not wanting to stay on. Whatever. But it's very similar, but these fit on a lot better on the Dragon Momoko version, and they look a lot better because the Dragon Momoko has the yellow on the back of the legs, and it's just a nicer looking plastic. The detail's crisper looking. It's overall a better looking kit, and he's falling apart. The old high grade did have the bonus of having these really nice looking beam sabers, but they were molded in, so you had to paint them. So there's that. And for the new one, all you get left over are some calves and shoulders. But yeah, that is the Dragon Momoko high grade kit. I'm going to show it off here with a regular scaled 1/44 scale kit. It is still a little bit bigger. Just a little bit, not too big. But it does look really nice in this hyper armored mode. I think I prefer the original armor, the shoulders and the calves, but I do love the design this gives off. This is a fantastic kit. If you have the chance to find this kit, I highly recommend that you get it, because I've been satisfied with the original one for the longest time, but all the stickers and the lack of posability is what kills this thing for me. And I love the Geminass design. Now this is the Geminass 1. They did make a Geminass 2, which is a kind of like a darker blue almost a Titans color version of this, but with more blue, less black. And I do want to get it. It is just this kit, but without the armor here. And I hope against all hope, because it took me a while to find this kit alone, but I hope that they make the other G-Unit kits. I'd love to see their version of the Grape, or the Gripe, and the Ocelopus, and the Hydra. That would be awesome. Anyways, guys, that was my review of this amazing little Dragon Momoko kit. I hope you all like it. I highly recommend it if you can find it. And have yourself a good night.